A very good morning, dear children. I welcome you to the English lecture on the topic the noun. Before I proceed with the second topic of grammar, I really want to appreciate the performance you people have shown me during the online classes. I was extremely happy to see your responses and the fact that you have understood the previous topic quite clearly. With the same sincerity, I want you all to pay attention to today's discussion. So let's get started. Our topic today is the noun. Nouns are also referred as the naming words. Now, why am I calling it a naming word? For example, anything you can think about. I have a pen in my hand. So, pen, it is a noun. If I say what is my name is Seema Sharma. Seema Sharma is a noun. If I see that our recording is being in the mobile phone, so mobile phone, again it is a thing, it is again the name of a thing, so it is also a noun. So you can see the notes have been prepared for this topic on the whiteboard. So whiteboard again is the name of a thing, so it is again an example of a noun. So whatever things you see around you, anything that you see around you and you call it by a name, it is a noun. The name of a person, the name of a thing, the quality in a person. So all these are examples of noun. Person, place, thing, quality. Person could be any person. It could be your name, my name, your best friend's name. I have just quoted two names, one is Mohan and Ravi. So any name you can think of person, that becomes your noun because it is the name of a person. Next is place. The names of places are also noun. Any place you think of, for example, Switzerland, India, Asia, Greenland, any place you want to think, that becomes an example of a noun because it is the name of a place. Next topic is thing. Name of a thing. Like I said, I have a pen, this is a whiteboard, chair. So all these are the names of things, so it is also again an example of a noun. Next is quality, honesty, bravery, being covered. So be brave, be honest. All these are qualities and they are also referred as noun. By seeing these four categories, you have summed up what is going to be the definition of. So we define noun as the name of a person, place, thing, or it could be any quality. So these all four categories, the names of all these four categories are summed up under the heading termed as the noun. Now there are a variety of nouns. So different subheadings of the nouns will be first, common noun. Now what is the common noun? Name of a complete category. You can see the example that I have quoted out here is tree, dog, student, etc. Say for example, when I use the word student, I am talking about all the students in general. I am not differentiating it into college students or school students, the girl students or the boy students. I have just referred it in general as the student, and when I use the term student, it includes all the students in all the different subjects, in all the different fields. Similarly, when I talk about the word tree, so we know there are thousands of species of trees, different varieties, the ones which you have grown in your garden, some which give you fruits, some which give you flowers, but I have not segregated it into the specific variety. I have not segregated it as a herbal tree. Yes, I have just used the word tree, and this tree includes all kinds of trees, whether they whether they grow in the tropical forests, etc. So whenever we sum up into the category into a word, that is becomes an example of your common noun. Next category is your proper noun. So what is a proper noun? Whenever we get specific about a thing. For example, I am talking about a specific person. When I say who is your English teacher, I am referring to myself. So Seema Sharma. Specifically, I am talking about Seema Sharma. So what it becomes an example of a proper noun. When I ask the name of your father, you will be naming him. So that becomes a specific person, what I am talking about. If I talk about a specific organization, say for example, I am discussing the various universities. I discussed with you Delhi University. Talking about Delhi University out here. When I use the term university, it means all the universities that exist in the world, in India, in different states. But when I talk about Delhi University or maybe MDU or maybe Kurukshetra University, so when I'm referring to these universities by their names, specifically talking about them, so they become an example of proper noun. Next we have the collective noun. Now what is the word collective means to gather together. Now for example, if I say imagine there's a party going on at your home and a lot of guests have gathered there. So what are we going to refer to those people? We will say a crowd of people. So we will refer them as a crowd. Say for example, a group of soldiers are marching in front of us. So when many soldiers gather together, what do we refer them as? We refer them as a troop of soldiers, a fleet of ships, a herd of cattle. So the words like herd, fleet, troop, all these are example. Crowd are examples of collective nouns. That means when a particular variety of things are gathering, when I'm talking about the soldiers gathering, I refer to them as troop. When a lot of people have gathered, I refer to them as a crowd, or I refer to them as a group of people. So if I have many flowers in my hand, I'll refer to those flowers as a bouquet of flowers. So these are all examples of collective noun. Next we have abstract noun. Abstract are those things. The word abstract means something which you cannot touch or you cannot see with your eyes. Say for example, I will say my students are very honest. So can anyone touch your honesty? If I say my students are very smart, can they touch your smartness? No. But if I tell them my very perfect school uniform, so everyone can see how you are dressed up in the school uniform. Are you wearing the proper shirt, tie, shoes, trousers, etc. Everyone can judge you, they can see your dress. But the quality which you possess of being honest, being intelligent, being courageous, all these things they cannot touch. These are feelings, these are something abstract I'm talking about. So these kind of things, they come under the heading of abstract noun. Then we have countable noun. Common nouns, singular, plural, etc. are included in the countable nouns. Now I said nouns are the naming words, and anything you name, that is a noun. When I say table, I mean a single table. Okay. If suppose there are 20 tables kept in the room, I can count them and I can say okay, 20 tables are there. Or one table is a single piece of furniture, and when I refer to 20 such pieces, then I'm referring to tables, which becomes a plural. So the singular as well as the plural both are included in the countable noun. And second thing, countable, as the word indicates, means something which you can actually count. For example, if I tell you how many fingers do you have, you can count them 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fingers in one palm and one thumb. This is very easily countable. If I ask you how many hairs ask you how many stars are there in the sky, I don't think so you can count it either. So these kind of things which we cannot count will be coming under the heading of uncountable noun, and the ones which we can count will be coming under the heading of countable noun. Similarly, we have singular noun and plural noun. Singular indicates single person. Singular means single means one. When I'm talking about a pen, single pen, so it will be referred as singular noun. When I'm talking about a number of pens, say 5 pens I'm having in my set, and when I'm referring to those 5 pens kept in my geometry set, I'll be calling them as plural, because I will be calling them not 5 pen, I'll be calling it as 5 pens, and that becomes the plural noun. Then we have covered, if you know, we have first of all covered what is the noun. Noun is the name of a person, thing, place, or the abstract quality we possess. Another thing what we have noticed, we have seen what are the different varieties of nouns, where we have discussed the common noun, collective noun, abstract noun, countable noun, uncountable noun, singular noun, and plural noun. So you are having various exercises that are based on the different types of nouns, where you will be asked either to identify the category of noun, or you will be asked to make conversions. For example, change singular into plurals, etc. I hope with the explanation we have had right now in the session, you will be easily able to solve the exercises. In case of any doubt, feel free to ask me during the online sessions. God bless you, dear children.